Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, where you don't have to be perfect and it's not just about the pose. Hi, I'm Leslie Fightmaster. Begin standing at the front of your mat, feet parallel. This 30-minute Ashtanga video is a great workout. Practice it regularly to see and feel yourself getting stronger and more flexible. But even more importantly, you'll feel better. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, softly close your eyes, deepen your breath. May you connect with your inner peace. Allow your heart to remain open today, sending your calm, loving peace to all beings everywhere. Release the hands. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips, bend the knees as needed. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank. Knees can be up or down, shifting forward, lower to your belly. Hands by low ribs. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release, knees up or down. Breath in, exhale, up to plank, downward facing dog. Arms, shoulders distance, feet hips width. Begin to bend the knees, bicycle your legs if you wish. Draw in through your lower belly. Pull your front ribs in and up. Lift your pelvic floor muscles as well. Take another long breath here as you stretch back. Then inhale onto the toes, exhale it out. Lightly step forward, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press down to rise up, inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, samastitihi. And again, ekam, inhale, reach your arms up. Dve, exhale and fold. Trini, inhale, half lift. Chatwari, exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Shots, exhale, downward dog. Breathing here for 1. Exhale, stretching back 2. Exhale, gaze between your knees or feet 3. Exhale, engage your low belly, pelvic floor, your bandhas 4. Exhale, and 5. As you inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, everything out. Keep your hips high, look past your fingers, lightly step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Ashta, fold, exhale, nawa. Inhale, rise up. Samastitihi. 1 more. Inhale, sweep your arms up, keep your ribs in. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases and fold. Inhale, make a nice flat back. Exhale, step or float. If you float, land in chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Even out your breath here. Take your inhales and exhales through your nose wherever possible, slightly constricting through the back of your throat for Ujjayi pranayama, warming your body from the inside. Remember, always an option to push pause, take a child's pose. As you inhale onto the balls of the feet, step or float forward, exhale, and fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look up and lengthen. Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend your knees, drop your hips, sit back. Exhale and fold in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, press through your hands and feet, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right away, step your right foot up, spin your back heel down. Warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, ride the breath down through chaturanga. Inhale, full breath in and up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right away, left foot steps, back heel is down. Rise up, knee over ankle, warrior 1. Exhale and lower back down through chaturanga. Inhale. Upward dog, open your heart. Exhale, downward dog. Even out your breath here. And if you want to take a break, push the pause button and do that. This is your practice. Make it work for you. Spread your fingers, press into the base of your fingers, lift your forearms, stretch back. And inhale onto the balls of the feet, exhale it all out, draw your belly in, lightly step or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Once more. Inhale, bend the knees, sitting back, weight in the heels. Exhale, belly to thighs and forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, right foot steps back, heel is down, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, lower right back down through Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, stretch all the way back. Left foot steps, inhale, back foot is down, Warrior 1, rise up. Exhale, lower right back down, Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, stretch back, even out your breath. Inhales and exhales equal in length. Draw your low belly in. Lift your pelvic floor muscles as you firm your arms and legs, but then soften your gaze. Soften on either side of your neck. Equal amounts of sthira and sukham, steadiness and comfort. Come up to the balls of the feet. Exhale everything out. Inhale, step or hop forward, halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, Samastitihi. Step or hop your feet hips width apart. Padangusthasana. Inhale, look up. Hinge from your hip creases. Exhale, grab your big toes. Bend the knees as needed. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Knees can be bent or straight. If the legs are straight, firm the muscles without locking the knee joints. Lift your shoulders away from the ears gently. Lengthen the crown of your head toward the earth. Breathe. Inhale, halfway lift for Padahastasana. Step your padas on your hastas. Bend the knees as much as you need to get your toes to the creases of the wrists. Exhale to fold. Knees again bent or straight. If they are straight, remember, keep those knees unlocked. Shift the weight toward the balls of your feet. Let your head hang. Take another breath. Keeping your bandhas engaged. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to hips. Come all the way up, inhaling. Now, turn to the long side of your mat. Step your feet out wide. Turn your right leg all the way out, back toes in. Line up heel to arch. Arms at shoulder height, inhale. Hinge from your hip crease, Trikonasana, exhale. If you wobble, it's just all part of it. Take your right hand to your shin, your foot. Traditionally, grab your big toe, wrapping your fingers around. But draw your front hip under. And if you have yoga blocks, you can put a block on the little toe side of your foot, resting your hand there. Look down to the foot. Inhale, come up. Feet to parallel, left leg out, back toes in. Exhale, hinge from the hip crease, get long, and then left hand comes down wherever it lands. Shin, foot, big toe, block, earth, whatever works. Stretch up through the right fingertips. Lengthen through your side body as you draw your front sitting bone under you. Press down into the big toe mound of the left foot. Make sure the legs are engaged, but soften those joints a little bit. Look down, inhale to come up, twisted triangle. Bring your right hand to your low back. Line up heel to heel or wider. Square up hips and shoulders to the back. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, take it down. Big toe side onto the shin, or little toe side is the most challenging. Reach up through the right arm. Pull your right hip back as your outer hips and inner thighs squeeze in toward the midline and engage those bandhas. Pelvic floor lifts, lower belly engages. Look down as you inhale, come up, turn and face the front of your mat, left hand to low back, right arm up, heel to heel or wider. Exhale, hinging forward, right hand to big toe side, shin or little toe side. Pull the left hip back to keep your hips level. Stretch up through your left arm. Every time you inhale, lengthen from the crown of your head all the way to your waist. As you exhale, turn your chest and your rib cage in your twist. Keep your bandhas engaged and keep your Ujjayi pranayama steady and strong. Inhale, make your way up and then to the front of the mat, Samastitihi. Uttita Parsvakonasana, step to the long side again. Right leg out, back toes in, heel to arch, bend your right knee over the ankle, take right forearm to thigh, or right hand can go to the earth, a block, or hold on to your ankle. Reach the left arm in line with the ear, turning the pinky side down to spiral your outer upper arm toward the earth. Now turn your rib cage toward the sky. Press into your front heel, the outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, come up. Feet parallel, left leg all the way out, heel to arch. Bend the knee over the ankle, lean forward. Left forearm to thigh, right arm up and over. Left forearm can stay there or take it to the earth or a block or grab onto your ankle. That's what felt comfortable to me today. Looking up, kind of toward your armpit, but then a little toward your elbow. Unless it bothers your neck, then look forward or down. Pressing into the front heel, outer edge of the back foot, turn your rib cage to the sky. Look down to come up, inhale, twist it. Line up heel to heel or wider, square up hips and shoulders to the back. Bend the right knee over the ankle, lean forward, hook your left arm across. Prayer position, palms touching. Pull your right hip back, or you can take left hand to the earth, right arm forward in line with the ear, or left hand to a block. Try to keep your hips as level as you can. Press to the outer edge of the back foot, but if it hurts your knee, then just pick up that back heel and do crescent pose instead. Inhale, make your way through center and turn to the front. Walk your left foot to the left, heel to heel or wider. Bend the knee over the ankle, lean forward, hook the right arm across. Press your palms together, pull your left hip back, or you can take your right hand to the earth or a block and stretch your left arm forward in line with your ear. Inhale, create length through your spine. Exhale, twist, turning through the rib cage and the chest, but keeping your hips level. Inhale, make your way back up, and then exhale, Samastitihi. Prasarita Padottanasana A, turn to the long side of the mat. Point your toes in a little to parallel your feet, hands to hips. Look up, inhale, exhale, hinge from the hips, fingertips down. Lengthen your spine, inhale, keep that length, and then fold forward any amount. If your elbows are bending, line up your wrists underneath the elbows. Gently lift your shoulders away from the earth. Shift your weight toward the balls of the feet a bit, and then firm your outer hips and your inner thighs, lifting the pelvic floor and the low belly muscles. Gently gaze off the tip of your nose. Then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to hips. Come all the way up for seat position. Inhale, arms at shoulder height. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Open your chest, look up. And then exhale, hinging forward from the hip creases. Now soften your elbows. You can bend them a little bit or a lot. Try to get out of the habit of locking those elbows and those knees. Your body will thank you over time. Shift your weight toward the balls of your feet. Allow your breath to open your shoulders, never forcing anything. Because the harder you are on something, the faster it wears out. And that goes for our bodies. Inhale, make your way up. And exhale to the front of the mat, Samastitihi. For a little balance, ground down through your left leg and pick up your right. You can hold on to the shin or take the toe, or if you have a yoga strap, you can put it on the ball of the foot. Try and drop the right hip down. Find a steady gazing point to help with your balance. Engage your bandhas. Uddiyana Bandha, low belly. Exhale, take the right leg out to the right. Leg can be bent or straight. Shift your gaze over the left shoulder. Engage Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor. Inhale the leg to center. Now hold the leg up, but release the foot, hands to hips. Engage, 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 and breathe. Just one more breath and let it go. Ground down through the right leg and pick up your left. Hold your shin, keeping the knee bent, or grab your big toe, extend the leg, or use a strap. Try to keep the shoulders above the hips. Drop your left hip down and squeeze your right hip in. And if you fall out of it, just come back in, just like I'm about to do. Take the leg to the left, turn your gaze over your right shoulder. And then bring the leg back to center. Release the foot, but hold the leg and breathe. Sometimes I lose my balance just like everybody else. Luckily, we don't have to be perfect. Release. Back to the top of the mat, feet parallel. And take your hands behind you as you step your right foot back, then pivot. Walk your right foot to the right a little so feet are heel to heel or wider. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge and fold. So either press your palms together behind your back or your fists. And then lift your shoulder heads away from the earth. Pull your right hip back. Press your calf towards your shin and ground down through the big toe mound of your right foot. Breathe. Engage your bandhas. Inhale, come up, pivot to face the front of the mat. Walk the left foot to the left a little. Open the chest, look up. Inhale, hinging forward as you exhale. Pull your left hip back. Imagine you're holding a rolled up towel or a block between your inner thighs and you don't want it to fall. So squeeze in there and use your outer hips to pin in as well. Then engage your low belly muscles and pelvic floor. Come on up, inhale, and back to the front, Samastitihi, which means steady balance. Inhale, sit back into Utkatasana. Exhale, either stay there or take knees toward armpits, shift the weight forward for Bakasana. Lots of engagement in the pelvic floor. Keep the gaze forward, step or float for Chaturanga. Then inhaling upward dog, exhaling downward dog. Just one breath in, come on to the balls of the feet. Exhale it out, step or hop and sit. Extend your legs. Dandasana for a couple of breaths. As you pull your toes back, press your heels down to engage your leg muscles and then lengthen through your spine. Reach forward for your toes or your legs or use a strap and then fold Paschimottanasana. Gazing toward your toes or your shins. Even here, lift your low belly, lift your pelvic floor. That's engaging your bandhas. That's your power. Keeping the energy in. Head up, inhale and release. Cross your ankles, hands just in front of the hips. Pick up anything at all and then bend your right leg for Janushirasana or take it above the left knee or take it into half lotus. Right hand behind you, holding your shirt or your toe. And fold forward. Pull your left toes back. So if you're taking the half lotus, this is Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, but you could take Janushirasana if you'd like, because we're not adding that today, so you could do it here. If you're taking the half wrap, roll your shoulder away from the earth. Inhale, head up and release. Cross your ankles, pick up anything at all. Sit back down, extend the legs, and then left leg into the inside of the right thigh or above the right knee, or take heel toward navel, bring it across for half lotus, left hand behind. Lengthen, inhale, fold, exhale. So if you can't reach your toe, grab onto your shirt. Never matters how deep you get into a pose, just as long as you feel a nice stretch that isn't too intense. Remember, the harder you are on something, the faster it wears out. That goes for stretching as well as strengthening. Inhale, head up. Exhale to release. Cross your ankles, pick it up, and stay there or make your way to chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Take a breath in onto the balls of the feet. Exhale it out. Keep the hips high. Step or float and sit back down. Bend your right leg, right heel by your buns. Reach your right arm inside the thigh and wrap it around, left arm behind. Lengthen, inhale, and fold any amount, exhale. Pull your left toes back. Keep your left heel down and roll your left shoulder away from the earth. This is Marichyasana A. Gazing towards your foot, Padadrashti, or at your shin. Keep your steady gaze, and then inhale, release it. Cross your ankles, press down, pick it up, extend the legs, and left side. So the left foot is in line with the outer hip. Reach the left arm inside, wrap it around, hold onto your hands or your shirt. Exhale to fold. Pull your right toes back, pressing the heel down, and then roll the right shoulder away from the earth to spread across and open your heart and your collarbones. Steady breath, and keep your gazing point. Engage your bandhas. Inhale, make your way up and release. Cross the ankles, pick it up, sit back down. Now bend your right leg and take your right hand behind. Left arm up, inhale. Take it across to twist, exhale. Pull your left toes back. If you wrap, you can wrap around the leg. Otherwise, don't. Every inhale, lengthen. Every exhale, see if you can twist gently a bit deeper, if possible. Never forcing. Bring your head to center, inhale and release. Cross your ankles, pick up anything, sit back down. Bend the left leg, left foot is right to the inside of the thigh, left hand behind you, right arm up, inhale, twist, exhale. Wrap it if you like or not. Pull your left toes back. Your right toes back, pardon me. Press your heel onto the earth to engage your extended leg. Firm your leg muscle on that side and your belly, pelvic floor. Release. Cross your ankles, pick it up. Sit back down. Sit up nice and tall, hands behind the legs, Navasana. Knees can be bent or straight. We're only going to do one, but it'll be a little more than 5 breaths. So engage your pelvic floor and your low belly, your bandhas. Keep a steady focal point, your drishti. Now, if you have any back issues, put your hands down and then lower down. If your back is great, then you don't need your hands. Lay down, bend your knees, heels under the knees, outer edges of feet parallel for bridge pose. Inhale to lift, grab the sides of the mat or interlace your fingers, roll the shoulders under you. Now lengthen your sitting bones towards the backs of your knees and spiral your inner thighs down toward the earth. Keep lengthening the front of your body. Take another breath here and release. We'll do one more. Either another bridge pose, or you can take Urdhva Dhanurasana if you like. Hands up by the ears, crown of the head first. Line up wrists and elbows, and then start to straighten the arms. Make sure that your inner thighs spiral down and that your elbows are parallel and they're not splaying out. Breathe. Lengthen sitting bones to backs of knees. Bring your chin in towards your chest if you went all the way up, and come down and hug your knees in. Rock yourself side to side. And either roll to your right to press up or rock back and forth 2 or 3 times and then we'll come up to seated that way. Either way is perfect. Extend your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Reach forward for your feet, legs. Use a strap. Exhale, folding forward, Paschimottanasana. By the way, become part of our vibrant community by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell, because next week I'm releasing a special video and I want to make sure that you get it. Take one more breath. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Make your way onto your back. Inhale, lift your legs up toward the sky. If you take shoulder stand, you're welcome to. Otherwise, keep your hips on the earth. If you're not sure how to do shoulder stand, then definitely keep your hips on your mat. You're still getting the benefits of shoulder stand, even if you're not lifting all the way up into it. And you're keeping your neck safe. Now lift your buns up so you can take your hands underneath your butt. Take your feet to the earth and then look back. Crown of the head may or may not touch for Matsyasana fish pose. Release that. Hug your knees in. Roll to the right, press up, or roll back and forth a couple of times or maybe once and come to seated. Crossing at your shins and holding your elbows behind you, or if you take lotus, right leg and then left. Hold onto your elbows or grab your toes and fold forward. Either way, yoga, Padmasana, mudra, yoga. Yes, I did forget the name of this pose, but you're sealing in the benefits of your practice. That's all that matters. Inhale, come on up for Utplatahi. So take your hands just in front of your hips and pick up anything at all. If you're in lotus, your legs will come up easier. Otherwise, just lift your hips up. And then release. And slowly make your way onto your back as we set up for Shavasana. Let your feet flop open, arms by your sides, palms facing up. And relax your jaw. Relax your forehead. This is paraphrased from the prayer of St. Francis. Make me a channel of peace, that where there is hatred, I may bring love. That where there is discord, I may bring harmony. That where there is doubt, I may bring faith. That where there is despair, I may bring hope. That where there are shadows, I may bring light. Give me the strength to comfort, understand, and love, for it's by self-forgetting that one finds quiet mind, quiet body, Shavasana rest. Take a deeper breath, or if you want to stay longer, hit pause and relax. Otherwise, start moving arms and legs, stretch your arms overhead, bend your knees, roll to your right. Thank yourself for showing up today. Great work, my friend. Make your way up to seated. Bring your hands together. Bring your hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to your mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Peace and love. Namaste. When you practice Ashtanga, you need a strong core. I've created a special class for you. The link is below. It's pinned at the top of the comments. get that class. And for more Ashtanga, 30 minutes right here. People really love this one. So practice it now if you'd like, or save it for tomorrow.